Hello guys and girls, and welcome back to another 7 Days to Die guide. One of the questions I get asked a lot is how to survive. Well, in this video we will go over some of my personal tips and tricks on how to survive in this harsh post-apocalyptic world. So let's get right in. First threat when you spawn into the world will be zombies, of course. It's already known that one zombie can hardly be any real threat to you, but in great numbers they are deadly and can swarm you in seconds. That is why at the start of a fresh game, while there aren't many wandering zombies around, I personally try to kill every zombie I can to get that much needed experience. Since it's rare that you find a gun at the start, you will have to rely on primitive weapons such as club or bow. I always recommend using bow from safe distance, but if you have no other options than to use melee, you need to use one of the most popular zombie killing technique, which is sprint hitting. It's basically lunging at a zombie, headshotting him, then backing off, but you will have to pay close attention to the zombie swing animation, where you're aiming at, and how much stamina you have left. And of course, always, and I mean it, always watch your back. Most of the time, zombies behind you don't even make any noise until they start hitting you, and by then, it's already too late, probably. At night, by default, zombies become rabid and start running as soon as they see or smell you. And yes, they practically have night vision. Most people, including me, often forget to crouch. Crouching will practically keep you undetected, even if zombies are passing by you. But your cover will be blown if you have food that emits smell in your inventory. If you get too close and your cover gets blown, your best bet will be to run and find higher ground or deep water to confuse them. Now, if all hope is lost, offense will be your best defense. Try using sprint hitting technique and make use of their animations. Often they will stop to hit you, so turn that into your own advantage. Zombie dogs in this game are one of the biggest threat. Wasteland biome is often filled with them, but they can also be found in towns and other points of interest. Their bite has huge chance of causing bleeding, which can cause a rapid health loss, and if you don't have any bandage with you, death. There are actually few ways to deal with zombie dogs. Use sprint hitting technique, run and jump over obstacles to slow and confuse them, or climb something you can safely use to shoot them off. Just don't climb on cars, it's not high enough. If you're inside town, for example, jumping over fences, garbage bins, or anything actually will confuse them and give you some time to think your next move. Use that time to find something to climb on and shoot them from safe distance. If you're on open field and there is nothing you can climb and use to your advantage, confront them head on. Their movement speed is faster than yours and it's basically impossible to outrun them. Now, the next thing that is crucial to your surviving is taking care of your food and water needs. Even though it's rare to die by this, being hungry or thirsty will cause your wellness to decrease. Now, if you're both hungry and thirsty, your health will decrease and you will die. Getting water can be tricky sometimes because you will need an empty jar or an empty can, a water source, as well as campfire with or without cooking pot in it, which you will need to find in the world or make in the furnace. There are actually 4 ways of getting water. Drinking directly from the water source, which I don't recommend. Scavenging for bottled water. Filling jars or cans with water and then boiling them. Or filling empty cans with snow and then boiling them. Now, if you want to treat yourself, drinking beer can also help you. It has some water in it. How you choose to get water really depends on your situation. If you manage to find cooking pot, gather all the empty jars you have and go to the nearest water source, right-click on it and boil that water. Do not drink it right away, you will get poisoned. Now, if you don't have any empty jars or cooking pot, eating any kind of canned food will leave you with empty can, which you can fill up with water and boil it in campfire. And like I previously said, you can combine snow and empty can to get water, even without cooking pot. There are 4 ways of getting food: scavenging, hunting animals, and farming. I personally never had problems finding animals around and hunting them down for food. Hunting combined with farming will produce some of the best foods in the game. Only by eating quality food, you will manage to increase your wellness, which is your max health and stamina. Eating canned food, on the other hand, has no effect on your wellness, and basically serves to keep you alive until you get some quality food. And it's also worth mentioning that they don't emit any smell. For a start, I would consider eating charred meat until I make cooking grill at the forge. You don't even need cooking pot or grill to make it, which is good starting food. Then I start eating grilled meat all the way until I make my own farm. Combining some water, raw meat, potato and corn will make meat stew, which is one of the best foods in the game. I actually think it's the best food in the game. I actually have a whole guide on temperature which you can check out in the description for more detailed explanation, but it's briefly worth mentioning here too. You can see your current temperature by opening character menu and taking a look at feels like temperature. Extreme temperatures will affect your character's ability to survive. Debuffs will be applied slowly to you until you go back into your safe temperature range. Depending on your location, wearing suitable clothing for the biome you're in can keep you relatively safe. Looking at any clothing piece, you will see how much insulation against weather it provides. If it's negative, that means it's cooling you. If it's positive, it's warming you. Combine clothing pieces to bring your temperature to a safe range. Alright guys, I hope you found this video useful. If you did, leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel for more content like this. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.